Baylen Out Loud, Baylen shares hilarious portraits from family painting game night. Fans are in for a treat with Baylen's new post. The Baylen Out Loud star recently uploaded a fun family activity. Painting portraits of each other. Each portrait came out hilarious, but the one of Baylen's father definitely stole the show. Baylen often posts glimpses of her life to keep fans updated. Baylen Dupree, her parents, and Colin got together for a fun family game night. The 24-year-old Tourette advocate posted about it, and fans are rolling on the floor, laughing at the end result. Want to know more about the portraits they made of each other? Keep reading more. Baylen Out Loud, Baylen wrote a humble note about Tourette's. Baylen Dupree shared an honest post about Tourette's syndrome. The Baylen Out Loud star is once again using her platform to spread more awareness about it. The TikToker and reality star urges people not to take things people with Tourette's too seriously. They tick out, and their involuntary words never reflect their thoughts or beliefs. She also said that Tourette's sufferers feel ashamed after their words hurt someone. Baylen posted about this after the recent event that happened at the BAFTAs, where a Tourette's sufferer called a term to the presenters on stage. Baylen did not directly say if this influenced her to post about tics and Tourette's. Her honest words came in at the right time, and fans applauded her effort. The 24-year-old turned a viral topic into an opportunity to educate the masses. Baylen Out Loud, Baylen spreads joy with a family game night post. Baylen loves posting on social media. The Baylen Out Loud star recently posted with her family and how they made portraits of each other. The Duprees, including Julie and Alan Dupree, and her fiancé Colin Dooley, participated in the game night. Each took turns to draw portraits of their partners. In the clip, Baylen was the first to show Colin's drawing. She was beyond words, simply looking at the painting. Julie commented that it's not terrible. Next, Colin showed his portrait to the camera. Baylen drew Colin with rosy cheeks and broad shoulders. Colin asked, "Why is my head so long?" while Baylen giggled off camera. Colin liked the hair and the broad shoulders, which gave him a footballer look. Further, it was Julie's turn to show how Alan drew his wife. Julie looked at it and said, "It's not bad," while Alan said, "Gimme $50. Alan drew Julie with shorter hair and her signature glasses. Baylen and Colin thought it was a good portrait. Julie held it up to show the resemblance and noted that she might get her hair cut shorter. Next came Julie's portrait of Alan, and Colin immediately whispered, "Oh my god." Alan's portrait has a pink face, and no one could stop goggling spoilers. When Alan saw it, he was at a loss for words. He said, "This looks like the shields you buy at the store." Julie commented that it is because his face is always red. He pointed out that he doesn't even wear earrings. The family continued laughing off camera. Fans also couldn't help but post funny comments on the post. For more Baylen Out Loud updates, follow TV season and spoilers. Baylen Dupree net worth: how rich is the Baylen Out Loud star? Born in West Virginia to Julie Dupree and Alan Dupree as the second of their 6 children, Baylen Dupree grew up in a loving, supportive household, despite their fair share of struggles. Her father is a federal government employee, whereas her mother is primarily responsible for handling everything at home and caring for the kids, Baylen, Burke, Sammy, Sven, Vic, and Beckner. All of this came into the limelight in early 2026 as TLC's Baylen Out Loud gained widespread attention upon its release. It revolves around her experiences as a young woman with Tourette's syndrome. How did Baylen Dupree earn her money? Baylen Dupree was admittedly quite young, probably 6 or 7 years old, when she first began experiencing tics, brief yet sudden movements or vocalizations. However, it wasn't until the COVID-19 pandemic hit that they really started intensifying with coprolalia, socially inappropriate words, resulting in her official diagnosis at the age of 17. Since she also has obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, every aspect of her life has been affected a lot by her 2 conditions, which is what ultimately led her to finally showcase the same online. It was in November or December 2026 that Baylen first started posting seriously on TikTok, creating content that depicted the reality of Tourette's syndrome but with a rather happy and positive twist. She once candidly told Interview magazine, "It was very hard for me to go out in public during COVID. when I did go out. I was made fun of, I was stared at, I was humiliated, I was videotaped. Therefore, she decided to publicly share herself to reach that audience so that Tourette's can be explained correctly. It is very complex, and the way it's demonstrated needs to be very articulate, or else it can really turn into exploiting the condition and making fun of it. Baylen also asserted that while she wanted to reclaim her power after it was essentially thrown in the dirt, she also sought to bring authenticity and awareness to the table by making it clear to the world that Tourette's can and does manifest differently in every individual. However, she never could have imagined she would have 3 million followers by March 2026, followed by an appearance on loudbaylen, all the while she managed a store cashier job at Dollar General. She gradually evolved into a full-fledged content creator/influencer, with the sole aim of offering insights into her world and hopefully igniting more kindness in people towards one another. The free-spirited young woman admittedly had a deep desire to be a voice for people in her community who didn't feel like they had one, yet she never thought it would lead her to land her own TLC show one day. Baylen Out Loud debuted on our screens in January 2026, following the then 22-year-old as she navigates expectations, love, and more alongside her family and now fiancé, Colin Dooley. It also delves into how the science enthusiast was pursuing a bachelor's degree in health at West Virginia University, with the ambition of building a career as a travel nurse one day, but had to drop out because of her conditions. Baylen Dupree's net worth. Baylen was understandably heartbroken when she had to stop her studies, but she was grateful she still had social media, as she could focus all her energy there and help others in a different way. She thus recognized her true calling, driving her to devote every bit of herself into content creation. So, it comes as no surprise she has over 11 million followers on TikTok and nearly 3 million followers on Instagram as of writing. As if that's not enough, she has since even established a brand called Beautifully Complex, through which she continues to advocate for the neurospicy babes by helping them embrace who they are via self-expression. In other words, she sells clothes to help them feel both seen and stylish. Regarding Baylen's income, it is unfortunately difficult to calculate precisely how much she has earned through her social media accounts and clothing brand over the past couple of years. Nevertheless, from what we can tell, she is definitely a part of the Creator Fund program, which results in her earning somewhere between 6 cents and 8 cents per 2,000 views, which is significant. After all, if she averages 5.1 million views per image/video and posts twice a week, she gets over 53 million views per year, which translates to roughly $2.7 million per year. Combining this with her brand, her salary of roughly $45,000 per episode from TLC thanks to Baylen Out Loud, potential sponsorships, and her lifestyle, we estimate Baylen's net worth to be $5.1 million. Baylen Out Loud January 23 new episode 12 to feature Baylen getting very distressed in London. Posted by Megan Jones on January 23, 2026, 4:30 p.m. TLC is officially scheduled to air another new episode of their hit reality series, Baylen Out Loud, tonight, January 23, 2026, and it will feature Baylen getting hit with a lot of distress over in London and more. This episode is the 12th one for this current season 2. According to TLC's official episode 12 press release intel, this episode is labeled/titled, ticking in a British accent. Save tons of money on things you need with these limited time, deep discounts by clicking here. The preview info from TLC's episode synopsis is telling us that the Dupree family will be seen, making their arrival over in London at some point in this episode, and they will get shocked by the different culture. Baylen will be seen, riding on a double-decker tour bus and get overstimulated, causing her tics to escalate to the point of giving her a lot of distress. TLC's official description for this new episode 12 of Baylen Out Loud Season 2 reads like this: the Duprees arrive in London, and they must quickly navigate the culture shock. On a double-decker tour bus, Baylen becomes overstimulated, and her tics escalate, causing her a lot of distress. Again, TLC's press release confirmed that another new episode of Baylen Out Loud's current Season 2 is scheduled to make its way to the air tonight, January 23, 2026, in the 8 p.m. Central Standard Time slot. That is a wrap for this latest Baylen Out Loud TV show preview report, but definitely stay tuned for more. Get your favorite TV show and movie stuff for almost half off today only by clicking here. Be sure to follow us on Twitter for the latest TV show news, movie news, and more by clicking here. Be sure to follow us on Reddit for more of the latest TV show and movie news by clicking here. Update: some very limited time deals just got unleashed. Read more. Be sure to follow us through our RSS feed for more of the latest TV show and movie news by clicking here. Be sure to follow us on Instagram by clicking here. Get your favorite TV show and movie stuff by clicking here. Baylen Out Loud January 6th new episode not airing. Season 2 has ended. Posted by Megan Jones on January 1st, 2026, 2:55 p.m. According to one of our sources over at thefutoncritic.com, Baylen Out Loud's current Season 2 did end with the airing of the previous episode 14, which aired this past Tuesday night, January 30th, 2026. So, TLC is not going to air a new episode of Baylen Out Loud on Tuesday night, January 6th, 2026, and for at least a very long time after that. Currently, the Futon Critic is telling us that TLC has yet to renew Baylen Out Loud for a new Season 3. So, the end of Season 2 could possibly be the end forever. We'll have to wait and see for now. Save tons of money on things you need with these limited time, deep discounts by clicking here. According to USDVDB.com and their ratings data, Season 2 did perform very well for TLC, bringing in between 800,000 and 1.2 million viewers per episode. With those kinds of numbers, it is very hopeful that TLC will renew it. I would be surprised if they didn't. As for the Tuesday, January 6th, 2026 empty time slot, TV Guide is telling us that TLC will air a new episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters in it. The episode is titled, Abysmal to the Wedding. TLC's official description for it reads like this: Amy and Tammy have drifted further than ever, but unbeknownst to them, are living parallel lives as each of their romantic partnerships takes big steps. A birthday blowout amplified